Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, a podcast that spends each episode delving into a mystical new video game, exploring its charms and challenges, and helping you decide if it should be next on your list. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
And this is Shawn.
Join us for this week's discussion episode as we escape reality and enter the metaphysical. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide.
I'm ready to escape reality and enter the metaphysical.
Yeah.
I need like a VR version of this game.
I was also...
That would be sweet.
I would probably hurt myself.
That'd be exhausting.
Oh, gosh.
Talk about a sweaty gamer.
My neck would hurt from getting punched in the face so many times. Like, yeah.
In VR.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, welcome to the podcast. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
If you didn't read the title of this episode, we are talking about Sifu
Hi-ya!
again.
Whoa!
I was so prepared for your guys' intros to be something along those
Just
lines.
Normal,
I was
completely
just
normal.
bracing for impact. Trying not
Expect
to
the
laugh.
unexpected.
Yeah,
Oh,
anytime.
Lord. Yeah. But we yeah, we really liked Sifu.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about like the details and the spoilers of this game. So if you haven't played and you don't want to hear that, go back to our last episode. We just give our critical number rating on a bunch of different aspects of the game.
And we're back.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Let Me Be Your Game Guy,
my-
Kung Fu Edition.
All right. Everyone, no Kung Fu.
We only have
Just
one
a
Kung
little
Fu port.
small Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Please join our Patreon for more Kung Fu.
Yeah.
We need more Kung Fu ports.
If we
so
get 10
can
more
Kung Fu.
people on the Patreon, we will get more Kung Fu.
Yeah. So I don't even know how I'm going to cut this in, but I kind of feel like just cutting this in. Our sound equipment just like went on the fritz, and
They couldn't handle the action.
I'm
Yeah.
blaming all of the Kung Fu moves.
No.
I mean, admittedly, there was a lot of kicks and chops in there for a hot
There
minute.
were. But
Yeah.
Kung Fu is always the answer, is what I've learned. So it must be something else.
yeah.
Maybe
So-
an evil Kung Fu master did it.
Maybe.
They need to get beat down.
The spirit of an evil Kung Fu
The
master.
spirit. Oh.
Yes. We
Yeah.
might need to sage this room.
Oh, God. I do have some sage.
We just need to do whatever we do to make them physically touchable so we can beat them up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Is that what sage do?
Corporeal.
Corporeal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good
Yeah.
word.
Thanks.
Nice word pull.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Your mic is like pointing at your chin.
Oh, that's from all the Kung Fu.
Yeah. There we go.
All
I just
right.
want to be able to hear you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so God, we listened back to the audio so I could get back on track. We are
Karate.
diving into the details of this game. We're going to
Yes.
spoil it. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about all of the little spoilers, all of the little secrets, all of the funness of this game. If you don't want to get spoiled because you haven't listened to it yet, go back to last episode where we kind of rate it in a non-spoilery way. We're a little bit more critical, but
Yeah.
So I'm going to plug the podcast real quick and then we'll give our ratings that we ended up at the end of last episode giving the game.
Cool.
And then we're going to talk about it. So
Yeah.
don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple of days before the episode posts everywhere else. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG. What you guys can't see is Rylan and Shawn doing silent Kung Fu moves. So
We're just testing the equipment, making sure that there's still Kung Fu available. So,
if it explodes again, I blame you guys.
yeah.
You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LETMEBEYOURGG. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Our Patreon. When you join to get the episodes early, that is for free. You don't have
For
to pay
free.
us. Yeah, no money. You just sign up for free and you get those episodes early. But if you want to sign up for the $1 tier, which is the Achievement Unlocked tier, we have a series called Press Start, which is basically just a recording of me playing the first hour of the games that we're covering on this podcast. And most of the time, Rylan has been in the background in the ether, commenting and talking while I play.
Noise.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get Shawn in there sometime. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, I try to jump in there when I can, but
Yeah.
4 kiddos makes it hard.
Yeah,
So,
understandable.
No.
So we just appreciate you being here.
yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, if you want to do that for the Patreon, you can.
Yeah, I think, if you think about like the difference between the content you get in just the regular episodes versus the content that you get with the Patreon, it's kind of like the difference between like just training by yourself in the street or actually going to a dojo and learning some real kung fu.
That's a great point.
It's basically the same. Like, that's a perfect metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to make it through this episode with you guys.
Just me and Shawn soloing it, duetting it.
Duetting it.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
do
Dueling it.
Yeah, we're
Karate
dueling
duel.
it.
Anyways, you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. If you follow us on Twitch and turn on your notifications, you'll also get notified every other Thursday when we are doing live trailer reactions for the games that are coming up. You get a little sneak peek into what we're about to play and maybe have time to play it before the episode's release if you wanted to. So you can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces, and you can email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. This is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure you include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. And this time last year, we had just moved into our weekly episodes. So when we separated our rating and our discussions into 2 separate episodes, and we were rating Cavern of Dreams.
I love Cavern of Dreams.
Also good one.
There's
Yeah.
no kung fu in that game, but it's still good.
No,
So
yeah.
if you haven't checked out that episode, go back a year, check out Cavern of Dreams. It was awesome. It was amazing. No, go for it.
We talked to the developer too, so you could.
We
even
did.
talk-
Yeah.
There is a interview with the developer, and that was really cool. I wish we could do that again. Hopefully next year we can start doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
When he releases Cavern of Dreams 2, then we'll talk.
Yeah, that's true. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't indicate that he had any intention to. But
Yeah.
But who
still
knows?
waiting.
Yeah. It was still cool.
Yep. So yeah, check that out last year. And now let's just give our ratings of this game and let's talk about it.
Sure. 4.5. Oh, sorry.
Shawn, you gave it a
4.5.
4.7 kung fu moves out of 5.
Yeah.
and I gave it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely adored this game. I thought it was super awesome. This is so far away from my scope of games I normally play, but I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was mentioned on last episode, but because I gave this a 5-star rating and I loved it so much, I really liked what Rylan started with UFO 50, so I loved it so much, I would buy it for a listener. So if you're interested in this game and you want to possibly have it bought for you, email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com, put Sifu in the subject line, and then just kind of give a description of why you're interested in trying out the game or having it bought for you, and that'll enter you in for a drawing.
In the email, please give us a kung fu fact. That'd be so cool. I love that.
Yeah,
we
that
can
would
read
be
it on the
fun.
pod. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Or a
are-
kung fu opinion.
Sure, yeah.
That's true,
Whatever
yeah.
you want. But yeah, email us. I think that we set the time at a month after last week's episode released on Tuesday. So whatever that date is, because I'm too lazy to go look. You can do the math. But email us.
It'll be
that
like,
sounds
what,
good.
3 weeks from now, basically.
3 weeks from
Yeah.
now. Yeah, you've got 3 weeks.
Ish.
Yeah, so send us an email. The last time we did this for UFO 50, we just privately exchanged Steam information and we gifted the game. So through Steam.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think that we should just start talking about this game because I think all 3 of us are really excited to talk about it. Rylan,
Yeah.
you look like you just already have something you're ready to say.
Well, I just want to know, like, okay, so going into this game, like, this game is very, like, it's very, like, martial arts, like, very, like, it's got the cliches, it's got, like, the things you love. If you love it, like, what is your guys' relationship with this kind of, like, stuff? Do you guys ever do karate or anything as a kid, or, like...
Yeah. Okay. So like I did a little bit of a few weeks of like wrestling, like MMA training with a
Ooh.
couple of my buddies because they were
That's cool.
They did martial arts, but not mixed martial arts. They were in very traditional schools. But I was just like messing around a little bit, and I'm like, I just wanted to try it. And one of my buddies who also did that trained MMA fighters, and so he'd been to a bunch of fights and he'd been in people's corners. And I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. So we trained for a few weeks, and then I was like, this kind of sucks. Like I don't like
Yeah.
that so much. So I'm like, yeah, I could earn a living doing something else that I'm not getting my brain bashed in. So
Yeah.
so a little bit. I dabbled in it a little bit, and I've done like wrestling and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
more physical things, but
Totally. Yeah. For me as well, this totally lives in like the realm of fantasy as far as like I'm concerned. Like I do not want to experience this personally.
yeah.
But it is fun. And I was definitely the kid who like always, picked up sticks and like pretended to fight shit.
Oh,
and just,
100%.
that was-
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still that kid. I'm just not an adult now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little weird when I grab a branch and I start swinging it around. Like people get a little freaked out by that nowadays. So
See, if you're a kid, you're just having fun. But if you're an adult, people think you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's true, but
Yeah.
also it's still fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what about you,
well,
Emma?
I did Taekwondo as a kid.
Oh,
I was really into it. I don't actually.
How long did you do it for?
I don't remember. I would have to ask my mom because I was so young.
Okay.
But I remember loving it. And I got up to a yellow belt.
Oh.
I don't
good
know what
or
that
what?
is. I have no idea. That's just what I remember ending
Why did you
on.
stop if you loved it?
I think that it was probably either it didn't work with our schedule anymore, or as a kid, I jumped from like activity to activity really quick. I did a lot of different sports and
It's kind
stuff.
of fun.
So I think anytime I just got interested in something new, my mom would just like pivot to something new for me to do.
That's cool though.
Which was cool. Yeah. Very cool that I had the opportunity to be able to try all those things out. But my sensei or whatever they're called, because I don't remember, her name was Gigi. And all I remember is that she would line us up and we would have to be serious. Like we weren't allowed to laugh. And so she would yell and like try to make us laugh, and we would have to stand there and be really serious. And I remember I was really good at it.
Oh.
I would be terrible.
That's your
terrible at it now.
Taekwondo like skill is
I was
being
very serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would definitely do like a martial arts class now as an adult.
That's cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe like jujitsu or something that was more like defensive rather than offensive.
I wonder if you got like in a situation if your like Taekwondo like latent abilities would come out and you would just bring back that yellow belt.
Spinning
again.
back kick, just
Yeah.
smash somebody. Like
I was so young. I don't think I was doing anything cool or any that. But
maybe
I mean, as a
you were
woman,
training for it.
as a woman who's constantly scared of getting attacked on the street, I've definitely like run through all of the like moves that I would do if someone attacked me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the keys between the fingers for the
keys
yeah.
between the fingers,
Good one.
palm up towards the nose,
Oh,
Yeah.
just
I
like
would be uncomfortable.
nose into brain is really like the a throat punch.
Yeah. It's called like the Rising
Um,
Dragon, the nose in the brain. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think
It sounds cooler than nose into brain. So I would use that one if somebody's talking to you about it.
Nose into brain.
yeah. I think like I also like being able to, I don't know. I think about it all the time because I'm constantly scared that I'm going to get like attacked even in the daytime. So,
Well, yeah.
well, mostly when we were working over in like a really not good
Our
area.
neighborhood was not great.
Yeah, we
so
used
it
to work
makes
in
a
a-
lot of sense.
Yeah, we used to work in a neighborhood where you did not feel safe walking around. So,
Yeah.
at least I didn't alone.
Well,
I got chased once.
Oh yeah, that weird guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy I was there. 'Cause
yeah, that was.
That was creepy.
You were there. Was that when I
You, like,
opened the
and
door and
shut the
shut it,
door
and
real
he
quick.
like put his hands on the door? It was weird.
It was weird.
creepy.
That's so
creepy.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Ay.
Yeah, we definitely had some weirdos. But also just being a female, I think that's kind of a normalish feeling.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, because men are awful.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, men get attacked as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
everyone's
Both
got to be
sides.
prepared.
Yeah.
Everyone be prepared.
Yep. Learn your kung
Learn
fu.
your kung fu, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I also felt like a lot of nostalgia playing this game because this is the type of game that my brother would play.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I really got into video games because of my brother. So I played Zelda Ocarina of Time because that's the game he wanted, and that's the reason we got the Nintendo 64 is because he wanted to play that game.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, we got a lot of other games from that. And that was like the start of our game console having.
Yeah,
I don't know.
era. Yeah.
Which went into like the rest of our lives. But because then, yeah, every Christmas, that was what he wanted for Christmas, was he just wanted the next gaming console.
Sure.
And so he would play games like this, and I didn't necessarily love them, but we used to be really close when we were younger. And so when he got really into video games, that was kind of the only way that we would spend time together. So I would play games like this just to hang out.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember this from my childhood because of all the movies that we would watch all the time. Like we'd always, not only just like kung fu movies, like I definitely watched, all the Bruce Lees and like, Jackie Chan's and like all the martial arty stuff, but even just like the action movies were big, like the Stallone, the Arnold, like those were the big things back in the day for me. So yeah, it just kind of brings that back too, like just a little bit of nostalgia.
Some of that like feeling like, oh yeah, like oh, that was brutal, but also was awesome.
Yeah, for
totally.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Rylan, I think you asked this during the press start episode that I was recording, but you asked me if I had a favorite kung fu movie.
Oh, yeah. Do you?
I do. And I think I answered a sneak peek into the press start series.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's right. And I've never seen it. That's why.
Oh my God. It's so good. I love Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's like,
he's good.
Classic.
Chef's kiss. It's so good. Yeah. What about you, Shawn?
I used to watch a lot of Rush Hour, to be surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Rush Hour and 1, 2, and 3 are amazing. Jackie Chan's the man, and he just kicks butt all the time, and he does his own moves, all his own stunts.
Yeah. Jackie's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, I feel like I should choose a Jackie Chan movie, but none of them like come to mind as like, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, for some reason, it's Kung Fu Hustle.
Sure.
I just, maybe that's just the one that I've seen a bunch, but I just like that one. It's
That's the soccer one, isn't it?
No, oh my God, I forgot about Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
That's such a good
Wait,
movie.
I'm changing my answer. Damn it. I want to watch that again so bad. I've only seen that on my friend's like shitty projector on the wall. So it was like, and it was probably like a bad quality like stream or something, bootleg, whatever in the first place. But I could see all 12 pixels and it was awesome.
Shaolin Soccer's so good.
I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
have to check that one out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Kung Fu and soccer. That's my choice right there. Boom.
So good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
so silly.
That's why this game was so fun though. It was just like, I mean, it wasn't silly, but it just felt fun to play. Like it just felt, I don't know.
It's just inherently fun.
Yeah.
Like Kung Fu and the action stuff.
Yeah.
For some reason, it feels like more lighthearted than other types of action too, which maybe it shouldn't because it's a lot more personal. Like you were like really going like hand to hand with people and feeling their sweat on your fist and, really getting beat down a lot. But I don't know, it's different.
Yeah, it's some deep revenge and all that too. I mean, the whole plot was you trying to defend or have revenge on your dad and your master. So like the whole point is to just kick everybody's butt until you get to the guy who,
and it's very personal.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, and so Shawn, something that you probably didn't experience because you didn't get past the final boss, but so you kick ass like all the way through these final bosses, and I think we'll go into more detail of each boss, but just real quick at the very end, which you think, oh, I beat the game, and then it kind of is like, oh shit, no, I don't think I think there's like more to do. That you defeat Yang and you kill him, and then you're kind of like, you get this like flash of like a scene, and he's talking about like how like he killed your father in one of his like darkest moments. You see like a big grave and a little grave, and so like something happened. And then there's this quote that is given about Wu Day. And let me find it real quick.
Well, I feel stupid because I thought it was just wooed.
Wooed.
WUDE. Wooed.
How wooed. Okay, here it is. So you get this quote at the end, and it says, "He who has kung fu and wu de makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore. He who has kung fu and wu de make..." Oh, that is just repeating.
Wait, sorry. Can you say that again?
Hold on.
I'll pay more attention. they'll internalize it.
He who has kung fu and wude makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore. There's more to that quote, but for some reason that's all I can find on this. Let me see if So, and then I looked up what wude was because I was like, the heck is wude?
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
And this is a quote from Google AI when, you do that fun little Google thing and it's like, here's the AI response. Wude, wude means martial virtue or martial morality. It's a fundamental ethical code within Chinese martial arts that guides a practitioner's character and conduct. It involves cultivating both morality of deed, social conduct like respect and trust, and morality of mind, inner harmony like courage and perseverance, to achieve a harmonious balance between wisdom and emotion. The ultimate goal of wude is to produce a martial artist with balanced intellect, intuition, and compassion. It emphasizes not just physical skill, but also the mastery of self and the responsible use of martial power, promoting a life of ethical and moral integrity. So, then you've beat all these bosses, you've gotten revenge, you've killed all 5 of them. Then you have the option, and I knew that you had the option to not kill Yang because it's an achievement. You can spare him. So I actually went back, and you can spare all of them.
I don't know how. I fought them so many times, and I wasn't necessarily trying to, but I didn't know how.
You get to the takedown where you lowered their health and whatever enough where you hit the takedown, which is YX, but you don't do it. And then they'll keep fighting you, and the next time you get them down to the takedown, it gives you the option to push the left button on the D-pad. And that spares them.
I gotta replay the whole game now.
Dang.
So the way to get the true ending to this game is to actually go back and play all of it and spare them all. And then when you get to the final cutscene of sparing Yang, you learn, and as you're sparing them, you're learning more about them. You're getting backstory. You kind of figure out why Yang did what he did, what he's doing now. Yeah.
I'm definitely doing this.
Yeah.
This is cool.
So I don't want to go too much into it because I think that a lot of the inference you get of like character backstory and plot, it's different for everyone how they interpret it, but you're kind of taking all these clues that you found throughout the game and piecing together like, oh, okay, so the botanist, you find a note from Yang that says basically is like, hey, so like your last tests came back good, like just keep on with like the medical stuff that so he's obviously sick and like Yang has been taking care of him.
Yeah, Yang runs like the final level, it's like a healing facility, like a natural herbal healing facility. So you go stay there and you recover from, your physical, emotional, mental
beat
struggles.
down. Yeah.
Which is
probably all the
interesting.
people you beat up the whole game go there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting because you learn that like kind of what he's doing, he's like doing a lot of good for the world at this point. And so that's why I thought it was really cool that you do have the option to go back and kind of practice that wude and
Do I have to spare everybody? Because I don't want to spare the first guy.
So, and you know what's funny? The Reddit post that I have saved, which I will link in the show notes, there was someone I found on Reddit who did kind of a breakdown of all the characters and their interpretation. I'll just drop their links in the show notes so you can check it out. But he said that to get the true ending, it doesn't have to be in the same run, but you have to spare each one of them at one point, because every time you spare them, you get a little
like icon or some
totem
crap.
or I can't remember what it's called, like a token. And once you have all 5 tokens, then that gives you the true ending. But he said he went back and he did kill the botanist because he felt like the botanist was just a piece of shit. He's like, he didn't deserve my forgiveness. So, yeah. But
he's just weird.
Yeah,
that's crazy though.
And do we want to talk about let's go into kind of characters?
Let's talk about it more.
Sure. Yeah, so we're talking about the botanist. That is the first boss that you go for, Shawn. Since you I think, played through the first 2. Do you want to kind of take the forefront on those?
Yeah. So the first section, Rylan kind of mentioned this last week, but the first section is like you're in the streets. You're trying to figure out like where you're starting this journey from, and you start in the streets. So when you do that, you're just following along through some city, through some apartments, through some other places, and then eventually you get to the botanist who really likes to grow stuff. And so I fought him, but it was actually rather unsuspenseful. It was like he was a bigger guy. I fought him for like a minute, and then I did the final move, and that was it. It was like done. And I'm like,
wow.
that was like kind of not as cool as I thought. So mine was not hard.
He kicked my butt, but this was the first time. I think the press start episode is basically me playing all the way through that boss, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But I didn't die, but it was hard.
Yeah. No. And I think there was one mini boss, but the mini bosses, they kind of like, there's like a mini cutscene where they like hop down from wherever they're at, and they're like, walking all cool and stuff, strutting their stuff, and then you fight them, and then that's kind of it. I don't think they really have much more than that.
No, and a lot of these mini bosses become like kind of regular enemies later too.
Yeah. It's like their first intro is the boss, but then they turn into a normal character. Yeah.
Well, and when you run into these people, if you go back to your board and you look at the picture of them, it'll have like a note of like, oh, this guy like hits really hard, and even when I block him, he'll take me down anyway. Like I better avoid him. And so you kind of get kind of hints on how to fight these bigger or like more different enemies, which is cool.
Yeah. So I felt like that was more of the tutorial section in my mind. And that was fun. And then the second level is the club. And the club you fight, I forget their name, but they have the bow staff, right?
His name is Shawn.
Shawn.
Your name?
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, it's Shawn, but Sean.
Yeah.
So you fight him, and I thought it was kind of cool because during the level, like halfway through, there's like a cutscene that you have to watch of like him, like it's like a promo video of like who you're gonna fight next.
Yeah.
And then and then it's like showing him like doing his moves and stuff. And he was pretty difficult. The level was difficult, and then he was also like hard because he had that big bow staff. But I think just getting to him was probably the hardest part, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's funny because I was really like struggling to beat this boss. Like I fought him so many times. This is the first like what I consider like a wall for me, and like having to build my skills to get past. So I googled like tips to beat Shawn and Sifu, and like I saw several things that said like, oh, Shawn is the easiest boss. All you have to do is this, and I was like, okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. And I'm like dying over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think I struggled with Shawn because this was still the point where I was learning how to block.
Yes.
And so it was after the first hour of play that when I went back to the like my little sanctuary area, I realized, oh, there's like a little place where I can practice moves. Like 80% of the moves it was teaching you was defensive.
Yeah, like how do you dodge and stuff like that.
And parry, avoid, all that stuff.
So I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be like strategically defensive in this game. And so I was trying to get better at the parrying and better at the like I think I was already doing a lot of the like avoiding where I was like just pulling the right trigger and backing up.
Yeah.
But that's not very helpful if you need to get back to them.
Yeah.
So once I got my parrying down, I was pretty good with his because his swings were really easy to time because they were really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty predictable with his movement.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, because my strategy for him is just to dodge all of his attacks, not with the like jump back, but like where you hold the block button and like move the stick
up and
down.
Yeah. I didn't do a lot of that, mostly because it was just really hard for me to focus. I needed to do that with the third boss, the artist.
What?
I think that you probably, because she would.
So interesting.
Well, I didn't. I just assumed that maybe that would have been more helpful.
I tried that for a while because I like got really good at that when I beat Shawn. And on the third boss, I was like, this is not working. Like she is way too unpredictable. I'm just getting slashed up constantly.
I just took it. I was like, I'm just gonna get my ass beat.
I just avoided her.
Yeah.
Until there was like actually an opening, and then I would get in there and beat her up a little bit and then back up again.
Yeah, we've kind of skipped through the artist. Well, once you beat Shawn, you go through the museum.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. This was my favorite level. It's this huge like art gallery maze.
Cool.
And so you can read like writing on the wall, and this is where you can actually infer a lot about this character and her backstory through what's written on the wall and kind of the art. From the very beginning, and I'm sorry, what is her name?
Madame Kuroki.
Kuroki?
Yep.
Okay.
They say it a bunch.
Madame Kuroki, she's Japanese. She's not Chinese like the other members of this group, and there's kind of this mystery of like what exiled her from
she's
Japan.
like exiled from Japan or something.
Yeah, or that's what you think. And then you kind of go through her gallery and you get this feeling that like something happened, and I found on Reddit that someone agrees with me. So she had a twin. And so, because there's a whole like part of the gallery that's about being a twin or like twins and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe we'll go into the deeper part of this later, but yeah, you can get so much from the art. And I don't know if you noticed, but there were pieces of art that you could interact with and throw.
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you could like take her art and throw it at enemies.
Yeah. There was a lot of good weapons in this area. Like this is where they first introduced like machetes too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
blades.
the blades,
yeah.
Right off the bat too, you like enter the museum and they're like coming at you. Like it doesn't even load and you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's like two guys running for you. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's very very like white and clean. Oh, and I guess it's appropriate to mention it here. There is a nod to their first game in this level.
Oh really?
Yeah. What is it called again?
Absolver.
Absolver. Yeah. There's a mask. And if you look at the mask, it'll say, I feel like this mask is taunting me.
Oh,
and it
that's
says
fun.
Absolver below it. And then Absolver, all the characters wear masks.
Yeah, there's like a skin for Absolver in Sifu as well.
That's really
you're
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't even put that together. So that was on this level, but it's very trippy. Like the end of this level psyched me out so much.
Well, you like start, I don't know, you get to you go into like a magic realm or
you
some
like
crap.
it's
Yeah.
like you're hallucinating, but also
Yeah.
you're having to walk past like all of these statues,
Oh,
but
it's
then
so creepy.
some of them are
It's
real
like-
people.
You're in like
Yeah.
a dark room and there's like just a tiny bit of light and there's these like big statues of like people that you're walking by.
Yeah.
But then when some of them are real and they attack you, it's like very surprising at first.
Yeah. And then when you get to the final boss, she has like this really scary face. Like this, she has like a lot of like the white face makeup, almost like the geisha makeup.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what it is. But it just think like the like white face, very red cheeks, red lips, and then it kind of like smears and she gets this like
in her second phase,
crazy-
she goes like insanity mode.
Yeah. And so
She becomes black and creepy like what is that one?
The Grudge.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
the Grudge kind of. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just very creepy, and she fucking sucked. She's like throwing all these blades at you and like.
Well, okay, so like in her
Being
first
shitty.
phase, she has like I don't know what it's called. It's like not a staff, but it's like staff parts that are like connected by a short chain, and at the end there's like blades. She's doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and I'm like, okay, don't get touched. That's
Yeah.
insane. But in her second phase, she becomes like a ninja, and she like throws blades at you and jumps around all crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
it's
aggressive.
Insane. She was my favorite character. She was so cool, but she sucked so bad to fight. I cannot even imagine fighting her. What I was reading on Reddit actually is that people that were playing that were fairly good at the game, they're like, I legitimately never replay that level. Like whatever I beat her at, like that is the health. Like,
Oh, really?
and this was one conversation,
Yeah.
but people are just saying like she's so hard to beat. When you do beat her, or for them when they did beat her, they were like, I'm not even gonna like. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think that
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like as far. I don't know. I never really. I only played against a couple bosses a few times. I played against her more.
Mhm.
I feel like she's not too bad. Like once you get to the first phase is just annoying.
I think the first phase was
Yeah.
just, it was so hard to get to her. Like she would avoid you and like.
Well, one of the things you unlock as you go through the levels, you get the elevator key.
Mhm.
So you can beat those two goons at the beginning and then just go to the elevator, which takes you straight to her.
Oh,
So-
I never read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you don't get like the experience points and the stuff to like level up your character through the level. So
Yeah.
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 but
Yeah. And then after the artist, we have the CEO, Jen Fang.
and you go to the tower,
Yeah.
giant
Cool.
skyscraper. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this lady is also badass.
I mean, the heels. That's a big one.
Yeah, she's wearing her heels. She's got like this bell, but it's like on like a chain that's
Yeah, 'cause
that she
connected.
throws out.
She's missing an arm.
Whoa.
And so like this chain is connected to where her arm would be.
Oh, so she's
And
just
it's got-
swinging that thing around.
Yeah, it's got a big weight on the end, so she swings around and like launches it
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
And her range is like impossibly long.
Yeah.
You can't
Oh,
like
sure.
get away from her.
Well, and I was trying to
Legitimately.
because
I wonder
that
how much chain you could stick in there to throw out, you know?
I think it's just like looped around near her and stuff like that. There's like a lot of
Yeah.
excess chain.
Yeah.
Sure.
when she threw it at one point, I couldn't tell if I was grabbing onto the chain or if I was getting stuck in the chain.
No, in her second phase, she will get you with it and pull
Which-
you in and then kick you and you die.
Oh, well, because for
I
me,
did.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I would die a lot.
thank God. Like, I really liked that she was pulling me closer because then I would just like block whatever her next attack was, and then I was close enough to attack.
Oh.
So I liked fighting her. I thought she was not too bad.
Yeah, I thought she was a really unique enemy too because she was the only one that wanted to keep you further away from her.
Mhm.
She did a lot of things where she'd like push you away
Oh,
and then she'd keep
so
attacking you. So you
annoying.
had to like dodge her stuff while you got into attack her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she didn't have as much health, it didn't seem like.
No, she was pretty weak. She's also very old.
Yeah.
She was one of the older.
Me too, but at that point, honestly. So I get it.
Yeah.
But she was so cool.
Yeah, I don't remember as much getting to her. I felt like it was
So
oh, you kind of go down into like this quarry.
yeah, so at first you like the first thing you do is you like get in an elevator. They're like, she's waiting for you, and you get in the elevator and you go like all the way up to the top floor, I think, or 46th floor or some crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's up there in her like at her desk, and I don't remember what she says to you.
You know what? I accidentally, because, okay, at this point, when all of the like bad guys would start their speech, I would just attack them because I think it's really funny to just punch people in the middle of their speech.
Yes.
But then I forgot that she's like the main boss, so I kind of wanted to hear what she said, and I just whacked her, and then she disappeared, and I was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I think if you get close enough to her, she'll disappear because basically you get there. She like says some words that she's like taunting you or some crap or saying something. I don't know. Or saying
Yeah.
like, you shouldn't be doing this, bro.
Sure.
I don't remember. I've probably seen it 14 times. I don't remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then she like disappears, the lights go out and they come back on, and then there's thugs behind you that are so you like basically fight your way down through the tower, and you like get in the elevator at one point, go to the next floor down, and you fight some more people. There's like, you know, the break room, and there's like the copy machine. You're just in a big office building.
Sure.
Very, very modern though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
It's
nice.
like very spacious.
Oh.
This level 3, 4, and 5 are almost too spacious, I feel like.
Mm.
It's a little bit funky because they're almost like they're full of stuff, but they're almost like empty at the same time.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
very
know.
hollow.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of just like the space, like in general, is just
Yeah.
like if you're in an office, it feels that way.
Yeah.
But this is the level with like the badass fight scene on the falling elevator.
Yeah. So you get on top of the
Oh.
elevator, you like open the door
Yeah.
when it's supposed to be shut, and you like jump on top of the elevator.
Hell yeah.
And then they're like, Squad 7, I have eyes on him. He's on the elevator. Like send the people in or whatever. So they start jumping down or like climbing up the sides.
Yeah.
And the elevator's just like plummeting so fast, and you're just fighting them off. And you could throw them off the edge too, which is sick as
Yeah.
hell.
Heck yeah.
So you end up like not at ground level, but like way beneath it. You're like in this catacomb.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's like all these caves down there that you like explore. And there's like, I don't know, they're like kung fu like secret base is down there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because she funds a lot of the other
Activities,
stuff.
yeah.
like she
She's
funds
like the,
the
top
museum.
10 richest woman in the world or something.
Yeah, so she's the backbone of the funding for a lot of the stuff that's going on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, this place is like very creepy. You know, you're like in these caves, there's like alcoves on the wall with like candles in them and stuff. It looks like a tomb, kind of.
Yeah.
So you keep fighting your way down there, and people like start popping up out of nowhere and stuff. And there's like deep pits that you can fall down. There's actually some shortcuts in this level that you can take by jumping off the ledge. You will die, but you do skip some fights.
Oh.
So that's what they do in the speed runs is they jump down and they die. That's the only time they die in the whole time. I'll tell you about the speed run at the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so you keep going down and then you find her at the very bottom. And
Well, and there's like
beats
this
your butt.
because she has this like bell or whatever it is, it will randomly ring before you get to her, and it like shakes the screen,
Uh-huh.
and it like kind of makes it hard to see. It like discolors your vision, and I don't know, it's kind of like almost like a color wave with a sound wave.
I didn't like that.
It was really disorienting. It was
annoying.
Yeah.
It didn't really happen while you were fighting though, which was nice.
Oh, it always happened when I was fighting.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I felt like it happened so
Oh.
many times when I was in the middle of fighting multiple people, and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it does.
Shoot.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these bosses, like, they kind of have mystical powers, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can go into that if you want, because I have the backstory plot of this game if you want to hear about it.
I mean, I'm gonna learn about it soon. I just really wanted to beat the game before we podcast, but
Yeah.
let's finish going through the last level, and then I want to hear about the backstory.
I'll
of their
talk about the
powers.
backstory, but I'll leave the characters up for interpretation. So if you played the game and you have a certain interpretation of like the backstory of the character, please email us. I would love to hear about it. And then I'll also put those Reddit posts. Unfortunately, they stopped doing this after the third boss, after the artist. So we don't get anything for the CEO.
They couldn't
or
get any
Yang.
further in the game. It's too hard.
Yeah, I don't know. But they had like a really cool interpretation of the backstories. Whether it's true or not, or whether it's just kind of what they think, I don't know. I haven't played that far, but I am going to, and I kind of want to see what I think. But I will give you the backstory of like why they're doing what they're doing and like what happened with Yang if you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can continue
Yeah.
to Yang.
Oh, to Yang. Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
Onward.
Because he's at the sanctuary?
Mhm.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is like his like home for troubled humans.
Mm.
Yeah, and I accidentally beat up some people that weren't.
Oh yeah,
bad.
there's some innocence in it. Yeah, there's a few spots in the game where there's just innocent people that you can
Yeah.
totally beat up,
I
and they
didn't
take like one
realize.
hit and they're dead.
I
Yeah.
just assumed I was about to get attacked, and if you surprise someone, you can get them in like one hit,
Yeah,
like an
which is
immediate
fun.
takedown. So I was always like running up and sneaking up on people, but then these were not bad guys, and then I felt bad.
Just beating the crap out of random people on the street.
just
Like,
people trying to better themselves.
yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's
'cause
going
there's-
on? Check this out.
Well, you
Yeah.
go out like in the courtyard at one point because you like going through this whole home. You just like go through the restaurant area and like the
Oh.
garden area and the living quarters, and you
They're
go.
like meditating.
Yeah,
and
Oh.
you go
doing
like
yoga.
out into the courtyard, and there's like a woman leading like some. I don't know if it's like Tai Chi or just like some exercises.
Sure.
And she's up on this little platform, and everybody else is just out there. And I'm like, oh, it's a big fight. So you just go out there and start beating people up, and then
That is exactly where I started
Yeah.
kicking ass on
And-
people that were innocent.
and they're just innocent people. I probably beat down like 4 or 5 of the 10 before I realized.
She
Well,
just
they're,
came
like,
into this
scared.
Tai Chi class, just beating the shit out of everybody. Like,
She's like, I'll take care of him, and she like flips down.
Well, she's
Oh.
a strong opponent too.
Yeah,
She
she's
takes
tough.
one.
Yeah.
yeah.
But what's funny though is like that first time I did that, I was being more thorough in the level. So there's some guys that are like the building that you come out of. You can go to the second floor and fight some guys.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to though. You can just like run by that. So the first time I had done this part, I like explored everywhere. I went up there, I like fought those guys, and I went down and I beat up innocents. Then I fought her.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I was like, okay, I don't need to fight them. So I just went and fought her. But then 2 more people joined.
Oh,
So I'm like,
because-
there's 2 people in this crowd that I need to beat up.
oh,
But then I figured out, it's the people upstairs. But I replayed the level a bunch and beat up those innocents so many times. Like, I don't know who you are, but I'm beating you up. Until I finally saw them dropping down or whatever they do from in there.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
a lot of innocents were harmed.
Yeah.
That happens.
It's for a good cause, though.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you get to Yang, and I think I liked fighting him the most because it was just like hand-to-hand combat.
No, he was lame as fuck.
Well, I mean, I just mean like he was the most basic. Like it was like back to basics when you were fighting him.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of taunting you. Like he's like bringing you back to like your roots of like training, because you were young when he was trained by your father.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fast. And then he'll like do this thing where he like backs out a bunch and he just stands there and he's like, you need to try harder.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. And if you go to punch him, then he like dodges. Like, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
annoying. I died. Yang took me so long to beat. Oh, it's stupid.
Oh no.
I bet. On Disciple, dude.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, he took me down a few times.
And then, just like in the beginning, when he beats the master, he like pushes you out through the doors into the courtyard and it's like raining and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like a redo of that fight, which
Yeah.
is pretty
so
cool.
Yeah.
And then it gets even more annoying and I die way more. But
Yeah. And
eventually I
there's
got him.
3 phases for him, I believe.
I don't think. Okay, I want to hear this because.
Well, I don't remember.
Oh.
I just
dang it.
remember there being. I remember after phase 2, I was like, yes, I'm done. But then my ass got kicked a little bit, like after all the other phases. And I was like, oh no, did I? Because sometimes when you fail on your takedown or you don't do it quick enough, then the enemy will like
Get more
boost
strong
and be strong and like heal. I was like, did that just happen with Yang? Like, did I just fuck up so bad that he's gonna be like boosted?
Oh, that would suck.
But then it was just another round.
Oh,
That's just what I remember.
Huh.
But maybe I'm loco.
Maybe that, well, because so I was looking up tips for Yang at one point because I had died a million times, and somebody started mentioning a third phase, and I stopped reading because I was like, oh, I don't want to know what happens in the third phase. Like, I got to get there first.
yeah.
But when I played it, I didn't experience the third phase. Not that I like recognized. So I don't know.
Interesting.
I remember there being 3 phases. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't get that far.
It was
so.
just hard.
Yeah.
But that's when you get that cutscene. And even before you start fighting, you get the cutscene of him talking to you about like what's past is past. Like you need to let it, like this was 8 years ago. I was in my darkest time. Like blah, 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 blah. And you're like, no, I'm gonna kill you.
You killed my dad.
Yeah.
I thought that his power was going to be like revive himself. I thought that was going to be his power.
Oh yeah, because
So I was like, I'm going to have to fight him forever until we're both old.
Yeah.
I audibly gasped because he has this bird in his hand and he starts walking towards you and I was like, oh no. And then he crushes it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a little finch. And then I'm like, all right, we've got to get this guy.
But then he brings it back to life.
Yeah, then it comes back to life in his hand. It was a trick bird. He's a magician. I don't know.
Man. I was
So-
gonna be like,
Such
this
a
is for Cody. Like
He shows up at the kid's birthday party and he just crushes a bird. And he's like, no, see kids, but everybody's crying already. The moms are
Yeah.
mad.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. No refund for that.
Yeah.
He's
totally.
also he's like trying to steal your
Medallion.
Yeah.
thing. Like he's like, let's see how confident you are when like you're gonna die.
Not very confident.
I know. It's like, please no, I will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Cool
so-
though.
Yeah. And then
What's the flip? What happens after you kill
well,
him?
the flip is it basically that Wu-Day comment where it's like actually you have to like basically implying like, yeah, revenge is great, but in order to like truly master Kung Fu and Wu-Day, you have to have this balance of like forgiveness and kind of master your own emotions and master yourself. And so that's why the true ending, I guess, is going back and sparing all of them.
Well, there's also something, at least like something that he says, I don't remember specifically, but I kind of got the impression that he was mad at your master because of the medallion that can like bring people back to life sort of thing.
Yeah.
I got the impression that he thought that it should be used to like heal people for the greater good,
Yeah.
but that your master was selfish to like keep it in the family or whatever.
Do you
Especially because he runs like a healing facility, like that's important to him, or at least it is on the surface.
Yeah.
So I can get into what happened.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now
Now that we're done with the game stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just so like the background in the world of Sifu, and this was a post by Brave Bird Dow on Reddit, and this will be linked. But in the world of Sifu, there's 5 elements, and they're the Wu Jing talisman. Metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. And every element has one exclusive like power.
Okay.
So the metal is used to produce copper. Wood is used to help plant growth. Water is used to bring inner peace. Fire is used to master the power of fire. And then earth can be used to bring rejuvenation. And so your father was one of the 5 people. Each person like protected one of those talismans. So he had the earth talisman. And Yang, while he was training with your father, his wife and his daughter end up his child get really sick. And so he goes to he goes to your father and is like, I need we need to use the talisman to heal my wife and my daughter. And your father is like, that's not how it works. Like that we can't just use it to, heal everyone. Because we can't misuse it, basically. And that's why people protect it like through the generations.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is what kind of sparks his
own revenge.
Yeah. And so because his daughter I think it's his daughter or his child and his wife die. And so then he's just pissed at your dad because he would not
help him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is his like darkest moments, and this is why he kind of is like I was at like a really low time. And
yeah, in that prologue where you play as him and go beat up everybody at all your family members.
Yeah.
He looks pretty like 2007 emo-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
He's having a bad
He's going
time.
through a phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's where he brings together these 4 other people, and between the 5 of them, they end up stealing all 5 of the talisman elements, and each one of them has them.
Yeah,
so,
they all represent one. I could see that when you said
them.
Yeah.
And so then there are backstories to these other characters, of course, but
That's cool.
that's really like the background of the importance of those talismans and why Yang was so upset. So it kind of sets up that story of, he was getting revenge on your father, and now you're getting revenge on Yang, but it's kind of this like never ending cycle that so yeah.
Wait, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense of why the true ending is the true ending, because then you would be stopping the cycle of revenge.
Yeah, and it's kind of like they took their kung fu and misused a lot of the like power that comes with it.
Yeah.
Basically what they're saying is you need to master kung fu and wude, which is the balance of being this extremely powerful person, but also being of sound mind and courageous and like
morally just and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So this is
cool.
Why I ended up rating the plot a little like high. Well, I think I gave it a 5 because I think we'll learn more about this if we finish the game. But I think also a lot of this is kind of just inferred on your own, and so maybe you'll interpret it a little differently when you play.
Interesting.
But again, I haven't played all the way through. This was just like light research that I did because I still kind of want to experience it for myself, but I wanted at least.
So it's fan fiction.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to have like maybe a little bit of a backstory on what was going on, and
that's
kind of
cool.
a little more like foundation.
I'm trying to think back about the other bosses that like because Yang has that big medallion around his neck.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the other bosses like have something like that too, if not around their neck, somewhere on their person.
Yeah, now I gotta look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But that's that. Did you had something that you wanted to talk? Oh, the speed run. Do you want to talk about the speed run before we close out? Because I could go into characters, but I think for anyone that's played, I think it'll just be fun to kind of email us. Tell us what you think about the plot, the background, the characters, that kind of stuff.
This is last night I was curious, like, okay, how, like, what does it look like to be like super badass at this game? Like, I beat the game, but I'm not like amazing at it, I'd say. So I looked up like a speed run, and I don't know how speedrun.com works. They have like, this has like been a thing I've been doing the last 6 months or so. It's like I'm playing a game and then I'm like, well, how do the cool people do it? And then I go to speedrun.com. I don't know what any of it means, but I click on like number 1. So I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's with any cheats. Yeah, because it's from the beginning, because he or she played through the prologue.
Yeah.
And then all the way through the game to beat Yang. There's like some insane stuff. It took them 35 minutes.
That's insane.
Dang.
I was locked in watching the whole time because it's so fun.
Did they run past all of the enemies, or did they like
No, so most of the enemies you have to beat to like get like to be able to open the doors.
Yeah.
So they just knew exactly where to go. Like, oh, go to this person, knee them in the face, like trip that person, grab a sword, like
so they're strategically picking who they...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you could tell they'd done it a bunch of times. They did get hit a couple times, which was, like, humbling. But it didn't really slow them down very much. The only time they died was, like, in that 4th level where it was faster to die than to fight.
Yeah.
But it was just, like, amazing the efficiency that they could kill people with. And then I learned after I watched it, they were playing on the master difficulty too. And I was like,
Oh my
this
God.
looked like child's play. There's some insane stuff. So like, I don't know if you guys experienced this, but like if your character like falls off like a step, you take like a shit ton of damage. Like if you fall downstairs or something, you like die.
I don't think that was in the easy, but
Any like verticality does so much more damage. And this person, she like exploited it so much. I say she because they had like a skin of a woman.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't like the woman from the game. It looked like a Final Fantasy character. So I don't know. Maybe it was modded. But yeah, like anytime there was like a balcony, she just would hang out there and people would come to her and she'd just throw them off the ledge over and over again. There's this one ledge in the second level. I think she threw like 10 people off. Just stood there and they came to her and she just whoop, another one off the edge. Whoop, another one off the ledge.
Yeah.
So sick. There's a move you can do with the sword that like takes like a second or two to charge up, but then it will one-shot any enemy. Except for the bosses.
Sure.
So there was like a lot of the bigger bosses, she would save up like one of her focus abilities to like stun them, and then just she'd have a sword in her hand and stun them and then kill them.
Yeah.
And then like go to the next one, stun them and then kill them.
What a good
crazy.
idea.
So like all the enemies that had like a lot of health like didn't really take her much. She had this weird move too where she would just like do like a couple rapid attacks and then do like a gut punch, and then like she would like dodge to the side and then do it from the side. And I think somehow that prevented them from like getting their guard back up.
Yeah.
And she did a lot of stuff like that. Like all the bosses, she had like a pretty quick way to kill them because like again with like the verticality stuff. So there's like a way when the first boss, he does like a jump kick at you.
Oh yeah.
But you can like, if you do like the focus at the perfect time, you can hit him while he's in the air and he'll fall over and take a shit ton of damage. So you do that like 4 times and you win.
Oh, interesting.
The second boss, there's like, you can lead him in the second phase, like over to this wall and he'll like somehow step up it just a little bit. And then you do the same thing. You like knock him on the ground and he dies.
Wow.
Dang.
Huh.
A lot of stuff like that. I was curious for the bosses because you can't like you have to beat them. They have a lot of health, but
Yeah.
you don't. She knew what to do. It was
That's crazy.
crazy.
Any little lip you can find to throw somebody off of. That's the trick.
Yeah, she took full advantage of those.
Huh.
So I feel like I
Cool.
learned some stuff. Like the sword thing is really cool.
Yeah, that's a sweet
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Huh. Very cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Well-
35 minutes is insane, too.
Yeah.
Like, that's cooking.
Because I don't think I ever got through a level that fast.
Yeah.
No, I think she was using mouse and keyboard too because
Oh.
there's like the thing on the screen that shows you what buttons are being pressed.
Yeah.
What the
I think
hell?
she's using mouse and keyboard, which is like
Probably vertical with like
That's
so
insane.
close.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
speedrunners are a different
Well,
breed.
and I wonder on mouse and keyboard, like, what are your buttons to punch? Like quick punch, strong punch, block. Like,
I don't know, but you can probably do it faster on the keyboard once you're good at
Yeah.
it. But that's just like, I don't know. I feel like it would feel so unintuitive.
Yeah.
oh, for
to me,
sure.
so-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have anything else I want to say other than this game is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Yeah.
Go buy it or
Play this
email
game.
us if you want us to buy it for you. Maybe we'll buy it for you.
Yeah. One free copy.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this concludes the discussion episode for Sifu. Shoot, what's the name of the next game we're playing?
It's Kabuto Park.
Kabuto Park.
yeah.
Also, the exact opposite of this game.
Yeah.
Please join us next week for the rating episode of Kabuto Park. And that is Rylan's pick.
Yeah.
And what did you say? The complete opposite of this game?
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's going to be
And-
good, though.
That'll be followed by its discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you'd like us to review. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG with no spaces. That's LetMeBeYourGG. And we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And you can find our TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/LetMeBeYourGG. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.
Wah!